Well, this is what is happening right now. We have two gentlemen here with us in the studio from ICAP in South Africa and the financial markets dealers in Nigeria. This is what will happen later this morning. And this is, you've seen this first on Business Morning. The Financial Markets Dealers Association, that's the body responsible, provided a platform for electronic trading of securities, signing a memorandum of understanding today with ICAP of South Africa, as well as PM Global Consulting. That will provide a new trading platform to accommodate voice between brokerage dealers, price negotiations of fixed income securities, the FX market, and will have some things to do with the Nigeria's clearinghouse or the CSCS. Wale Abe is with us here in the studio, as well as Rudy Gibbs from ICAP in South Africa. Two of them will speak with us in the next few minutes. When we come back after the break, we'll take a look at the Nigerian market. But what is happening right now, the deal that will be signed today, we hope, we wish that deal will be signed live on television. But we have the two gentlemen who will be at the hem of the table today with us here. We'll be back after the break. So with the rest of the world, Nigerian companies are reporting their quarterly and full year 2010 numbers. Yesterday, the market marked down Dangote Sugar and Dangote Cement for cash dividend, and you saw the impact of that on the NSE 30. If we're taking stocks right now, heavy trading on insurance stocks that provided about 76 out of the total turnover for Wednesday trading. The second for the week, but the bellwethers helped pull the market, the NSE 30 by 0.3%. Nestle, GlaxoSmithKline, US and Nigeria advances, while the breweries had some haircuts, so the food index was down about 0.77%. You can see the rest of the market there. For the banking institutions that we've been tracking almost on a daily basis since the central bank to those 8 banks in 2009 August, you can see the numbers there this morning. These were Wednesday's closing numbers for you. The first 4, and of course the final 4. The EFCC failed yesterday to arraign before a Lagos court Erastus Akinbola, the former CEO of Intercontinental Bank. We're tracking those developments very closely, but the agency says it made a further arrest. The wife of one of the former bank CEO, Francis Atuche, that's of Bank PHB. There's a lot of stories out there regarding what's happening in the banking sector. Wale Abe is the one who's in charge of the money markets as far as the FMDA is concerned. So rates around 11.2% at the closing of the markets around 5 p.m. yesterday, and that's where we're starting today. The Naira had a very mild recovery, but in terms of the first forex auction for the week, the central bank brought in about $350 million, while demand was around $83 million. We have just about 2 more sessions to the end of the week. So this is what will happen in a few hours from now. 10 minutes past the hour of 10. ICAP in South Africa is in bed with Financial Market Dealers Association. This is something new and may as well be your breaking news as you're watching Business Morning Thursday, the 5th of May. Wale Abe, thank you very much for coming through, the Executive Secretary at the FMDA, and Rudy Gibbs from ICAP in South Africa. We thank you very much, Rudy, for being part of this very important development. Let's ask questions first from our chief host, the one who's hosting today's event. Wale Abe, this has been in the news, but then today is the D-Day to sign this agreement between ICAP and FMDA. Tell us a little bit about this deal, more importantly, the new trading platform.
Okay. What we're about to finally agree today, I think started about 3 years ago. A lot of work has gone into it because we needed some regulatory approval from the central bank, from Security and Exchange Commission, and then of course from DMO. And ICAP, we discussed, and then after a memorandum of understanding, we entered into a kind of a deal, to develop a platform. They are the ones providing the platform, because what we've seen is that our market has been a little inefficient, because a lot of things are, up till now are still being done manually, and so we needed to automate the process of trading. Of course, after having to shop around we discovered that ICAP has something that could be of use to us. In addition to that, there was a major problem of settlement. And while ICAP offered its electronic trading platform as well as the interdealer broker service, we thought there's a need to equally automate the process of settlement. And of course, we contacted one of the consultants that we have, and decided to develop what we call the straight-through processing, to enable our dealers settle automatically with CSCS. And that's what the project is all about.
In summary.
Yes, in summary.
Okay, well, we'll come back to you. Let's hear from Rudy about what ICAP does in South Africa. Wale has talked about what you're bringing to the table, but more important in terms of technology efficiency for an electronic platform that will have to be efficient in terms of the trades and how traders deal. Time is essential in terms of all the inbuilt mechanism that prevents hackers and things like that.
Correct. The advent of the platform, which is known as ETC, marks a new beginning for Nigerian bond markets, in the sense that it is now totally, it will be eventually totally electronic. It brings efficiencies, 3 levels of efficiency and transparency to the Nigerian bond market. The first one is pre-trade transparency, so everybody will know where the pricing is in the various bonds. There's at-the-trade transparency. When trades take place, this information is distributed amongst your primary dealers and your interbank markets. And the third one is the post-trade environment, or the settlement environment. So from a surveillance and a regulative perspective, it eases up inherently inefficient areas of the past. So really bringing the bond market of Nigeria into the 21st century.
Wale, I'm sure, does this run counter to what the National Association of Securities Dealers is working on?
No, it does not at all.
You're going to trade not just interbank, what they call treasuries and all of that, but this will be fixed income as well. And it looks like everybody have their eyes on the Nigeria's fixed income market. That's where the money is. That's worth several trillions of naira.
Yes. First of all, let me point out the fact that before now, our dealers have been trading, bonds, at the secondary market. So this has to do clearly with the secondary market of trading in bonds, and they've been doing this, since the bonds was introduced into that product was introduced into the market. And all we're saying is that rather than manually trade and then be comfortable, with the level of inefficiency involved in this trading, we simply say, look, we can get a better way of handling the trades. And that's where the issue of the platform comes in. Of course, there are two components embedded in one. The electronic trading, which what we call the electronic trading platform itself, which is the ETC, is one component. Then there is the other component, which is the interdealer broker service. The two, you know, are being brought into Nigeria. And aside from that, FMDA equally developed the what we now call the post-trade module, PTM, which is for purposes of straight-through processing of whatever deals that had been consummated. And so, therefore, what we are simply doing is that we are automating what our members have been doing before now.
Would that take the current clearing and settlement of OTC bonds, government bonds, off the Nigerian Stock Exchange onto your platform?
I think we need to understand it this way. Before now, there had been the OTC market, and our members have always been involved in the OTC market. That is the truth. And so, whatever we've been doing, we will continue. What we're simply doing is to improve on what we've been doing. And so, it does not, I mean, in any way, there is no issue of whether it's running tangential, you know, with any other trade, you know, elsewhere. That's not, the fact remains that our members have been involved in what we call the I mean, of course, licensed by central bank as well as the DMO, the PDMMs, you know. The secondary trading aspect is very important, because if you have the primary market and you don't have the, you do not develop the secondary market, then the liquidity that we actually, I mean, that liquidity is very important to the market. And the more, you know, of turnover you have, the better for the economy as a whole. And essentially, the platform and then the component of the IDB service will help improve transparency. And then, of course, with that transparency, as well as the efficient determination of pricing, the price discovery, then you'll be able to do a lot more volume, you know, within a given period of time. And at the end of the day, investors can see, you see, one aspect of the post-trade module is that we can now get more data, you know, as a kind of feedback mechanism from CSCS. So the number of trades, these that are consummated, at what prices, and all of those things. And so this can be on almost on real-time online basis. And so at the end of it, the market becomes efficient for this and and then of course investors can readily come into the market.
We'll talk about the DMO. I'm sure DMO must be Dr. Abraham Wako must be very quite happy with you.
Very, 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 very. I tell you,
because he's been someone who's been one of those who've been agitating for a secondary trading platform for the Nigerian government bond market.
Of course, sure they are there to witness the signing ceremony.
Oh, they're coming into that today?
Yes, they are already there.
Oh, well, I don't have an IV yet. I wouldn't have an invite yet, but we'll take this as an invite for today's event. Rudy, let's get back to you. I'm sure our Nigerian environment will present you with certain challenges in terms of capacity building, in terms of the market.